Alright, awesome. Okay, we're back online now. So this game is called Nier. Nier Automata. It's a really good game. One of those really strange games, but like, it's still really good. Alright, I hope everyone's able to make their way back to this stream. But John, so what else has been happening with you? Like for me, let's see. What's been happening in my life? I've just been working mostly, you know, just working with the kids. Hey, Taco! It's good to see you. Seems like everybody's making their way back, so that's cool. Well, you guys been watching any good shows recently? I just saw Blade Runner for the first time, and it was pretty good movie. And now I want to see the brand new one that came out, but it's not on Netflix yet, so. But John, so this is a post-apocalyptic game, just so you know. It's like humanity has been pushed off the earth by these robots because they invaded, and now you have to deal with the robot infestation by fighting robots with other robots. So like, the main character I'm playing as, she's a robot, and she's fighting these other robots for the humans. You can only switch games on PC. Honestly, I met a couple of friends. Up and down, but you're here. That's good. That's good. I want everything that has to do with Gordon Ramsay. Why Gordon Ramsay? I really love watching him. It's kind of scary though, you know? Oh my gosh, oh my gosh! They're just like going at it. Oh, I'm using my fist, that's not good. Yeah, he is really funny. I like the memes, like the it's raw. Like I saw this one episode where like someone was cooking something, like some chicken or something like that, and like the chicken was raw on the inside, and he got so mad. It was so like every time he gets angry at someone, I feel like a little kid who's being like chastised by your parents or something. But yeah, this game is really, really good, John. Yeah, like, I've only played this game, so I don't even know much about, like... I know the story of this game, but I don't know the story of the previous game. I heard the gameplay was a little clunky for some of the other ones, so I wasn't sure if I wanted to play them or not. That's okay, John. Don't even worry about it. Oh, look at this. This guy's giving a speech. But you know, I'm really sorry about, like, you know, those technical issues from earlier, and that other stream that didn't go so well with the God of War. I try to, you know, I try to produce a little bit of quality for you guys. So like all the technical issues is really unprofessional and stuff. So I'm sorry about that. I think 9S is going crazy.
What is with these guys?
Don't listen to what they're saying, 2B.
The dodging in this game is so much fun. No, I haven't played Rainbow Six Siege. I always wanted to, though. Maybe someday I'll get that game. I remember when the game first came out, I remember people were saying that it was it had some issues, but it seems like they worked everything out, and now it's a really good game. Like a really, really good game. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh. These guys are some kind of militaristic machines. It's actually amazing. And there's new content coming out too. Wow. Because I know that game came out a while ago. So like it's awesome that they're still making content for it. Hey, what's up, Goku? Well, technically I started like maybe like 15 minutes after 5. 15, 16 minutes, but like I had some technical issues. And then I started the stream on God of War, and that game was just kicking my butt. So I was just like, you know what? Let me just play some more Nier. But Goku, how are you? It's good to see you. Alright, which direction do I go in? This is a pretty cool map, I think. This way, okay. But yeah, like I was saying, I saw Blade Runner for the first time. It was really, it's actually pretty different than what I expected that movie to be. And it was weird seeing like special effects, but like from the old days, you know, like it was like they had a lot of practical effects in that movie. It was pretty cool. The chat on last stream from 2 weeks ago stopped working, so stopped working for the rest. Oh, I see. Oh man, I hope that doesn't happen again today. That'd be horrible. I'm really sorry about that. I have no idea why that would happen. Ooh. Well, Goku, what's been going on with you recently? Yes, I missed it. Oh, I didn't actually miss it. I don't have Disney Plus yet, so I'm trying to figure out how I can get it, like, without having to pay for it. Maybe like a free trial or something. I won't watch it illegally, but like, I've been figuring out. Maybe I might even go over to one of my friends' houses sometime and watch it, along with the Mandalorian and all those other shows that I've been needing to see. But did you see the episode? If so, how was it? Because the quality looks like it's gone up like a lot. It's starting with a Bad Batch arc. They already released the story reels. So is it like the same exact episode as like the unfinished episodes that came out, or did they change them a little bit? Because when I was watching the previews for it, I didn't really remember seeing
How are we supposed to reach that castle?
seeing that clip that they showed. So with some new stuff. Okay. I see. Very cool. Man, I'm gonna be really, really sad when Clone Wars ends. You know. Really sad. You know, Pepsi was in here recently. I'm not sure where she ran off to. But, yeah, I feel like, honestly, I wish that they would just let Clone Wars continue, you know? I really feel like it should have at least maybe another season or two. Or maybe, yeah, another season in addition to this one.
The enemy is among us. Don't let any intruder get in. We must protect our king. Protect our
Yeah, we're hunting down their robot king. So we're only getting 12 episodes. Yep. I think it's a real shame. Because, I think the show just has so much more potential left in it before they end it. I don't know what Disney's doing, to be honest, you know? I just don't really understand their strategy right now. Because I feel like, they're making a show with that one guy from Rogue One. At least I think they're making it. I feel like something got canceled recently, but I'm not really sure. But like, oh, I can't walk up here. Alright. Maybe I gotta fight these enemies. Usually where the enemies are is where the rest of the story is, so. So much story. It's gonna be left untold. Or has already been told. Other books. Yeah, like the comic books and media. I like, for example, I think they should make those episodes with like Darth Maul, because I know that they had a Darth Maul story arc that they were going to do, but it ended up being done as a comic book. I think like they should animate that. And also, like I was saying, I don't get their strategy because they're making what's it called? That a TV show with that one guy from Rogue One. I can't remember, like the male main character. There's like the female main character who was played by, I think, glistening. I'm not sure about her name. But then there's like that guy, and then there's that girl, and then that other guy, and he's getting his own TV show. But I've seen what the fans were saying. It just doesn't seem like they're very interested in it, you know. So I'm just kind of it's their strategy is interesting. You know, making 12 episodes of Clone Wars, but making a show about that guy, you know. I'll be back soon. I have to leave. Oh, John, don't even worry about it, John. Thank you so much for coming by, you know. Like I was saying in the messages, like, I usually, try to do not every Sunday, but like, Sundays at 5 if I can make it, so. If you want to come back to the next stream, I'd love that. Okay. I'm playing it safe with all of the prequels stories. Or too safe. What do you mean, Goku? I remember that time where it seemed like there wasn't any prequel content? Hey, Joe, how you doing? It's good to see you too. A few people are coming in and out today. Oh, your previous message. I'm playing it.
So those machines had a king? But how can a concept like loyalty be understood by a machine?
Could you maybe go into more detail, Cuckoo? I'm sorry. I might have missed your message. And Joe, what have you been up to? Am I heading in the right direction? I think I am. You were supposed to? Okay, thank you. Thank you, Goku. I'm sorry about that. I'll try to pay more attention to the chat. Casting Endor prequel series. We already know. Yeah, yeah, I agree. I feel like I think he's an interesting character, but I don't think he's interesting enough to have a whole show about him. You know what I mean? Like, I think that, I think what Disney should do, honestly, is one, I think they should decanonize the sequel trilogy, if I'm being honest. But, other than that, like, I think that they should make Clone Wars have more than just like the few episodes that it's getting, and then come out with another series that's like about the Galactic Civil War era. So it'd be just like the Clone Wars, but like about the, you know, rebellion and, you know, the Empire and stuff like that. Because Clone Wars added like so much context to the Clone Wars in general. Like the TV show, like told so many stories, and it just gave us a whole new way to look at Star Wars. And I think, and that was done only with like 3 years of time, you know. Oh, okay. And you good? I was just wondering. Oh, cartoon analysis videos. Yeah, honestly, I'm not sure myself. You know, like, does that mean they're playing it safe with the prequel books and shows in the comic books? Yeah, I agree. It's just like, oh yeah, and for the comic book videos and everything, like I've just kind of been figuring out what I want to do with YouTube. You know, I think right now, like, I just stream for fun just because like I get so busy and everything. So like I kind of got burnt out too, like, you know, with just doing so much at one time. So I'm not really sure what I'm going to do with the channel. That's why I just try to like stream, you know, at least maybe once a week, just to talk with you guys and see how everyone's doing, and you know, make some kind of content, you know. Sticking to the original trilogy here. Yep, they need to balance it out. I agree. I agree. I remember that time when they first bought Star Wars, and there was like no prequel content. I thought it was so strange, you know, like it just seemed like they were avoiding it. And even when you look at the merchandise that they made, like the merchandise is like all original trilogy stuff. Like, have you noticed that? Maybe I'm the only one, you know. But yeah, like I just think that they need to look at Star Wars as more than just the original trilogy. Like like I've said a million times in other conversations, you know, like they got like Old Republic stuff they could do. They got Clone Wars era stuff they could do. They've got like even like the sequel trilogy era could be a whole new era in itself, you know. But like I just feel like they don't see it that way. Like they think that Star Wars is just X-wings and stormtroopers, you know. How do we get inside this building? There's gotta be a way. Oh, look, I think there's a place over there. Right when I was starting to wonder. But, what TV shows would you guys like to see for Star Wars? Because, like, I think the fans have way better ideas than what Disney has right now, you know? And what do I think about? Oh, yes, like the live action Avatar. I'm actually really excited for that. Like the new Avatar show, I think that's actually going to be good. Because I've said many times that I feel like Avatar could be up there with like Star Wars and Harry Potter and all those other big franchises. But it just needed to have the right people involved to make it happen. Like a live action version, I mean.
This looks like a king's castle.
And I agree, Goku. Like, I've just noticed that. Like, I think there's some kind of rule that they put in place that, in like, you know, behind the scenes, saying that they can't do prequel stuff, or they can't do a lot of prequel stuff. That's what I predict, you know. But I can't say for sure, of course. I just think that, like, I feel like maybe George Lucas shouldn't have sold Star Wars, you know? Like, I think that he regrets it, to be honest, because, like, it's his creation, you know? And I feel like he still wants to make stuff for it. I know that they say he wasn't happy with The Force Awakens, and I don't think he's probably happy with The Last Jedi or Rise of Skywalker. 3 comic book series, wow. Yeah, no, Star Wars Theory was talking about them. Okay. See, the cool thing about this game is like it's like a whole bunch of different games in one. It's like they call them bullet hell shooters, and then it's like got a platformer kind of feel to it sometimes. There's like a whole bunch of stuff. Okay. Let's see. Alright.
Watch out for hostile enemies, 2B.
Roger that, 9...
So what anime shows have I been watching?
Wait, what did you just say?
Roger that, 9S.
Wait, no, that's not what you said. You said 9s. Or at least something close to.
Cut the chatter and engage
I've
the
been
enemy.
watching... What's that one show called? It was actually really, really good. The old one, Monstrosity. Yeah, that Last Airbender movie was... Oh, man. I remember being so disappointed when I walked out of the theater. Oh, and Goku. I've been watching The Promised Neverland. I think that's what it's called. But, I mean, if I tell you the premise of the show, it might ruin it for you. Because, like, the first episode, it has kind of a twist to it, you know? So I don't want to spoil it. But I'll say that it's about these kids who live on this property. And there's some sinister stuff going on that they don't know about. They're living with their mom, in quotations, you know? It's like an orphanage, you know? But there's like some freaky stuff going on. Yeah, it's a really, really good show. And read the manga. Wow. Okay, so you guys are really familiar with it then. Yeah, that whole... I remember at the end of the first episode, that was so shocking. when you find out what's really happening, like, oh my gosh. That was just... The way the main character screamed when she realized that, you know, her sister was, you know, munched on by these creatures. Like, it was just so sad. That's how I knew that I was like, you know what, I gotta see what happens with the rest of this show. And I actually got pretty far with it too. I can't remember exactly what episode I was, but I think that I was reaching the end. Yeah. Oh, so yeah, I think I think so too. Like, Aaron is like, I think he really is like a huge part of Avatar. Because like I think Korra was definitely like missing something. It had that Avatar feel, but I feel like in some ways it just was missing some elements that it was known for, you know. By the last season, it felt like I don't know, like the conflict between Kuvira and Korra and everything. That was interesting. That was really interesting. But like, I don't think it really like stood up to like, you know, Aang versus the Fire Lord, for example. You know? Like I wanted to see maybe something more climactic. Do you think they'll make a season 2? Of The Promised Neverland? I'm not sure. I haven't finished the show, so I'm not sure. Okay. My goodness, that was crazy. I've been paying attention to, like, or at least been trying to pay attention to Netflix's anime shows that they've been trying to do. They made like a new Ghost in the Shell, but like it wasn't received very well. A lot of people were very upset by it, and I can understand why, because like the animation was not, in my opinion, it wasn't good. You know, like if I'm just being honest, it's kind of like that 3D style that like it looks kind of cheap. Okay, let's keep going. Yeah, this game is flowing a lot better than God of War. God of War was just destroying me. Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay. Let's not panic. I like, one of the things I like about this game is how it's serious, but it doesn't take itself too seriously, you know? It still has like a, you know, unreal element to it. Hopefully I'm going in the right direction. Yes, we are. Oh boy. Oh, okay. I'm not even gonna try to fight that. Okay. You know, hopefully the chat hasn't glitched out again, you know?
You will go no further. We will protect the king with our very lives. Don't give them a single inch. All hail the king! Build up another nation!
But that Avatar series, though, like, I can't wait until we get a trailer. I think it's going to be really popular. Because, like, for some reason... Oh, okay. Cancel. For some reason, Avatar has just kind of come back in popularity recently. Like, a lot of people are talking about it. I see lots of, like, remixes of the soundtrack on YouTube and everything. Almost like they're glitching out. I'm hoping the chat isn't glitched out again, you know? Just relax. Okay, hold on, guys. Okay. All right. Okay. And hold on. Let me make sure that you guys are still here. I'll check on my YouTube app. Oh, okay, the chat messed up. Okay. Okay, I hear you guys. I'm gonna restart the stream, okay? Okay, when did you guys say this? Okay, well actually, you guys can still chat because like I can just look at the look at my phone, so I can see what you guys are saying. I'll just put my phone down right here. Okay, hold on. so let me catch up on what you guys were saying. So Korra had Mike and Brian, but it didn't turn out as good as the Last Airbender, which shows that Aaron is just as important to have on board. Yes, exactly. Oh, snap! Legend 1245. Did you forget to go back to get Virtuous Treaty? Your Virtuous Treaty sword after the first boss fight. I'm not sure. I think I got it. Because this is not the first time I've played through this game, so. Promised Neverland has been confirmed for Season 2. Oh, okay, cool. And the manga's in its final arc. Okay. Awesome. So yeah, so just so you know, guys, I can still see the chat now, so. It's not showing up on screen, but luckily, I've got my phone right here next to me, so I can keep up with it. Yeah, I just need to finish Season 1. Okay, looks like there's going to be a little cutscene here.
Is this their king?
Dang, just killed that baby.
"2B, that's an android. A Yorha-type android."
Alert.
Seems
This
like
unit
one
is
of
currently
my
wanted by
mangas.
Yorha. Annihilation recommended.
Annihilation?
Attack on Titan,
But
Demon
why?
Slayer,
Let's go, 9S.
Promise Neverland.
2B?
Yeah. I wonder what the next group of shows is going to be. Oh boy. Okay.
Bunker to 2B and 9S. We've picked up a signal from the black box of a fugitive known as A2. What
Looks like
you
we're
see
gonna
in
have to
front
fight
of
each
you
other.
is your enemy.
But she's...
She deserted us. She's destroyed multiple pursuit androids. Now kill her before she kills
I love
you.
spoiling anime or TV shows for people. Oh, give you a big hint about the end? Okay. Well, no hints. Just because, I like to be surprised, you know? Whoa! A2 is pretty scary. Whew, that was close. See that? Oh, I see. I know that Attack on Titan is supposed to have its last season. So, I think I'm actually kind of glad about that because I don't like to see shows go on so long that they become bad, you know? I think it's better if they just end when they're still good. And I think Attack on Titan has had quite a few episodes already, so all you need to do is stick that landing for the ending, and it'll be all good. I think it'll be solidified as one of the best animes ever made. Ooh. I'll tell you this. The last episode is as crazy like every other episode. Okay, cool. That's what I like to hear. I'm actually surprised I'm dodging all these like hits. Like, well, at least not the hits, but like when she does that whole running Yeah, that attack right there. Attack on Titan season 4 comes out in October, and the manga is supposed to end this year, so the manga will probably end before October. Okay, cool. I'm really interested to see how the show ends. Such an interesting show. It's like really, really interesting. I think I just ranked up.
Why? Why did you betray us?
Command is the one that betrayed you.
That voice actress has been in like so many different things.
Let's go after her, 2B.
Yes, Sword Art Online is still making episodes. Surprisingly, you know, I'm really surprised that that show is as popular as it is. Oh man, I guess we should jump down.
She's gone.
Operator, this is 9S. Patch me through to the commander.
Roger that, 9S.
Okay. Base final
I'm sorry,
villain.
Commander.
Okay, cool, cool.
We failed to defeat the fugitive.
I see. Well, at least you're both safe. That's an incredibly powerful unit you just faced. You should probably keep your distance in the future.
Commander, why did A2 desert the Force?
I'm afraid that's classified.
Oh? Huh. 2B,
Yeah?
let's go ask Pascal about A2. He might know something.
All right.
Okay, cool, cool, cool.
Pascal?
I'll just quiet so you guys can see
This
the
is
story.
9S.
Oh, you survived. How wonderful.
Let's see.
Yeah, we're
So I
fine.
stopped watching so
But there's something we want to
other
ask you
people's
about.
opinions about the show ruin my views on it.
Anything.
I feel ashamed
Actually,
about that.
it needs
You
to
know
be
what?
in
You
person.
watch it if you want to watch it. You know,
Understood.
like
I'll open the gate we built to deter enemy invaders. You'll be able to reach the village through the
I'll
air.
give you my honest opinion on the show. Like, I really think that it was a great show. But like, my favorite part was the first season. Like the whole idea of the life and death game is, I think, what gave the series or the show its kind of its spice, you know. But like after that, I kind of like lost my will to watch because I watched it for a long time too. I didn't just stop after the first season. I saw like the first season, the second season. I saw Gun Gale online. Then there was like that other one with that one girl who was in the hospital. I saw quite a bit of it, but like it was just like, oh, you know what? I forgot to fix the command post. Oh man.
Yeah.
Oh well. So I guess I can't really spawn in the building. I probably have to go back there a second time in the future. But yeah, so I watched it for a long time, but I feel like, in my opinion, they should have stuck with the whole life and death situation. I think that's what made the show really special. But I'm happy for the author because like his show got super popular. Anime is weird like that sometimes, you know. Like the shows that you really want to get a second season to sometimes don't get a second season, and then the ones that like you would think that wouldn't get a second season get like 10 different seasons.
Pascal told us about you. We will open the gate.
Oh. Some of the best Sword Art Online. Really? Okay.
Please pass through.
Maybe someday I'll go back to it.
Continue to stand guard.
I know that it's had a few new seasons, so it even had a movie, right? I might be wrong about that. Wait, did they want me to go this way? I think they want me to go this way. I think this will take me to Pascal's village, or is this a dead end? Okay, there you go. even got up to season 3 but stopped because I started noticing flaws in the show. Others were talking, but I want to rewatch it from the beginning because why not? Yeah, definitely. Like, I know I was like that with Star Wars, because like a lot of people would hate on the prequel trilogy, and like I'm not saying it's perfect, you know, but I think it's a lot better than a lot of people give it credit for, especially Episode 3. So people would always hate on Episode 3. And I would almost feel pressure to not say that I liked it because I felt like it would reflect negatively on me or something, you know? So, like, I eventually realized that, like, I didn't really matter what other people were thinking, you know, because like, I enjoyed it, you know, quite a bit. And I feel like as people have grown up a little bit, like, the generation that grew up with those films, like, I think, like, they're so much more popular now. I think there's like a time where it's like suddenly there's all this love for the prequel trilogy, and I feel like it might be a combination of the sequel trilogy not doing as well as it should have, and the fans growing up a little bit. So like there's people there to defend them. So I think that's really cool. I think the failure of the sequels. Yeah, I agree. I agree, Goku. But Joe, you just do what you gotta do. You know what I mean? That's all you can do. I heard a really loud boom. It was scary, but also kind of exciting.
I'm surprised you wish to speak with me personally. Whatever.
Hey, what's up, J2?
It'll be faster if you just take a look at this recording.
You know what? Transfer data.
I see. Information about this A2 android is indeed contained
Look
within
at this
our
stream.
archives.
You should have seen the streams from earlier, J2. We had some technical
She's never
difficulties.
visited our village in person. My apologies. That's all the information I have.
I see. Alright, thanks.
I care less about what people think.
Let's stay sharp and head
about
back to the
shows anymore.
resistance
I just
camp.
watch it anyways
We should
now.
run a check on our
Yeah.
consciousness data and resupply.
I think like if you like a show a lot, I feel like you shouldn't, you know, watch people like tear it down. You know what I mean? Because like it really does just ruin your fun. And then you get caught up in like defending the show and stuff like that. That's why like on YouTube, like when I'm like just surfing YouTube on the daily, like I try not to watch things that make me upset or angry. You know, like I end up watching them sometimes, but like for the most part, I try to avoid that stuff now because like it's just not healthy. I think, you know, like just being upset and angry all the time. Sometimes I think it's justified, but other times it's just like, do I really need to care that much about this right now? Let's see. Let me make sure my phone battery is still charged. Okay, cool. Yeah, you know, it's a real shame about the chat, you know? Now that you guys let me know, I'll make sure to have the chat open on my phone too, so I can see it. Okay, what am I gonna do next in this game? There's like a whole bunch of like secrets in this game that I haven't found, so. I think you can revive, I think you can revive this guy, or this girl, but I'm not sure. I guess you can. Oh, there's more than one body here. Oh, okay. There you go. Later on in this game, it's kind of like a Russian roulette, kind of thing when you revive people, because the androids can be like hacked and they'll have like viruses in them. So like when you revive them, they'll just start attacking you, and they'll be like really powerful too. So you'll be in the middle of a battle, and you're hurt, and you're looking for an ally to help defend you and fight with you, and you're like, oh my gosh, there's a robot on the ground. Thank goodness, I'll repair it. And then when you repair it, it just like comes at you and cuts you up. I've had that happen to me before, so like at this point in the game, I think it's safe to revive them. But later on, I get nervous. Yeah, Monster Hunter. Oh my gosh, Monster Hunter is so fun. That's the main reason why I was trying to stream for my PC today. Because like I want to show you guys Monster Hunter. I just played, but didn't really work out like that. A lonely machine, facing dangers on your own, makes you strong. A solitary man is a true soldier. Oh, that's deep. I think that's true. Facing danger on your own. I wouldn't want to do that though, but like, I think it's definitely something. Okay, yeah. So that takes us back to the what's it called? To the militaristic robot kingdom. That's not where I want to go. I'm pretty sure. Okay, so down there. That's where I want to be. Oh no, I didn't finish that show. I was meant to go back to it. There's a few things I haven't done yet. Like I haven't I unfortunately haven't checked out those stories that you sent me yet. But I plan to. I just get so busy and caught up and stuff.
Why did you ask
and I just kind of
about
like
A2?
forget that I have
It's
other
not
things to do
recommended
too.
to interface with machines without consulting command.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry.
Though I suppose such intense curiosity can be admirable, in its own way.
Oh.
Thanks, 2B.
Still, machines are the enemy. Don't forget it.
Look at this. It's like a quest. A mother and son machine.
Operator 60 to 2B. It is time for your regularly scheduled contact.
This is 2B. Nothing to report.
Listen, 2B. I was looking at images of flowers today and...
Flowers?
Yeah. There wasn't much left in the bunker's records, but I found one called A Lunar Tear. I bet you'd look really nice if you put one of those in your hair, 2B. It'd suit your stylish looks.
Don't eat it.
Aw, don't be a stick in the mud. What kind of girl doesn't want to look good sometimes? I'll let you know if I find anything else cute, okay?
I don't need to hear about...
Operator 60 out.
I think it's so funny how like 2B is such like a prickly character, you know, very very serious and no nonsense. But like she has these friends and colleagues that are so upbeat and bubbly. They kind of play nicely with each other's personalities, I think. You know, I was actually thinking about writing the Aaron guy from Avatar. I also want to write another author named Drew Karpyshyn. I believe that's how you say his last name. But he's like he's the author of the Bane series, Dark Bane, and he's also worked on I think Knights of the Old Republic stuff. And by the way, I'm actually playing that game. It's really interesting so far. I think I might have told you guys that already. Definitely, Joe, definitely. 2B's my waifu. How far am I in KOTOR now? I'm still on Taurus. Because I play every once in a while. And like I just got like the swoop bike accelerator. So there's gonna be like a swoop bike race that I'm gonna take part in. So that's where I'm at right now in the story. I know that people have told me that there's a lot more left, so I'm just taking my time. Oh, okay, tell Deja I said hi, J2. Okay. Let's see if there's any more missions to do over here. There's a whole bunch of freaky stuff here. There's like this one mission over here that's like really challenging. But I gotta find it. That fight everyone with the super accelerator. Yeah, like I remember I just spammed a whole bunch of grenades in that at that part. So that's how I got past it. Is that robot still here? Yes, it is. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'll try this one more time. There's like this mission where you have to help these robots with their parade of peace while they're being attacked by other robots. But it's actually pretty challenging. Okay, help with the parade. Let's show everyone the power of friendship. Okay, let's try this again. I probably died like at least once every stream trying to do this quest. It's actually kind of sad. Because there's so much violence and war, and they're just trying to have peace. Oh snap! Okay. No! You see all this craziness? Like, how am I supposed to save them all? Oh no. There's only 2 left. Okay, just keep going. No. Alright, they're almost there. Yeah, you know, I've actually been trying to get that game. Hopefully I'll have that sometime in the week to play. One of you guys was actually recommending it to me a while ago. A long while ago. So, I never forgot about that. Okay. No more fighting. That's a nice message. Oh my gosh, no! Are you serious? I thought these guys were gonna leave. Oh my gosh, you gotta be kidding me. We were so close. This is probably the farthest we've ever gotten in this mission. Oh, why does such violence have to occur? That's what I'm saying. And look at them. Now they're just like looking at us. I refuse to give up. I will try again. Ooh! Just got headbutted like crazy. These robots don't play around. I love the dodging. I would say probably another 15-20 minutes, I think. I'm not going to stream for too long today. I usually try to aim for like an hour and a half most of the time. It's a shame about this glitch on PlayStation. One thing I like about PlayStation, or streaming off of my PlayStation, is just that it always works properly. Because like when I was trying to stream from my PC earlier today, I was trying to change the bit rate and a whole bunch of different settings, and nothing was working, you know. So I just wasn't sure what I was doing wrong, because I followed all the instructions. So I just took time to switch my PlayStation. Yeah. Ooh. One of you guys were saying that I forgot a weapon, and I think I actually might have. It's like I'm supposed to have like a bigger sword, but I don't know where I put it. But did I ever tell you guys that I saw Evangelion? Like the Netflix release? I'm not sure if I ever did, but like that show was something else. Like I won't spoil the ending just in case, you know, some of you guys haven't seen it, but like the ending of that show legit made me feel like I was on drugs. It was probably the craziest ending I've ever seen for anything in my whole life. I might need to watch some people break it down just so I can figure out just what the heck was happening. I told you guys? Oh, cool. I know they're still making the movies, right? Like they made some like sequel films, but they're like alternate universe or something like that. Oh yeah, okay, alright Joe, okay. Well thank you so much for coming down, Joe. I really appreciate it. The stream won't go on for too much longer, so you won't miss anything. But I really appreciate you coming down, Joe. And thank you for staying up so late for me. I really, really appreciate it. You know, my sister, she got me an Audible subscription, like a year-long subscription membership. So I've been figuring out what books I want to get, you know? And I know there's some Star Wars books I want to get too. Especially after finishing some of these other stories that I've really loved just over the years. But right now I'm reading I'm listening to the Metro series. Oh yeah, I'll see you later, Joe. But yeah, I was listening to the Metro series. I don't know if you guys have ever heard about it before, but there's actually a group of games based off of it. It's like it's about a it's a post-apocalyptic story about a nuclear war.
Received from access point.
And like humanity gets pushed into the underground metro train system to survive. So like the remnants of humanity are just like living underground, and that's what the whole story is about. It's pretty interesting. Yeah, I did. You have a good memory, Goku. But I highly recommend it. It's pretty spooky, you know. That's one of the things I really wanted to get. Like I wanted to get like a scary book, because I haven't really read very many scary books in my life. So I just hoped that I could try one out, and it was like the perfect one too. And one thing I really like is that the story in the books is entirely different from the games. So there's some overlap with maybe some characters, like familiar faces, but other than that, it's all completely fresh. So that was really nice, because I didn't want to just listen to the same story over again. Oh man, okay. So I should probably try to find another quest to do. Let's see. And there's some enemies over here. This is a great game if you're just wanting to, like, you know, run around and kill stuff for hours and hours and hours. Oh, look, they're coming after me. I like these enemies because they're kind of like little wind-up toys, you know? Let's see if I can find another quest around here. Yeah, it's getting kind of late. I gotta work at 5 a.m. tomorrow. That's like, I'm really happy to have a job. I'm really, really happy to have a job, you know. But like, I hate waking up that early. It's so rough. I almost never get enough sleep.
Proposal. Use Podfire to force him to stop.
Oh. The other day. This is such a weird game. Wow, I didn't realize I was so rich. Weapon attack. I'll buy one of these chips. Alright. No problem. What, do you want to know why I live? Deep underground. Picture something deep and go deeper. Feel free to visit me anytime you want. I think I'd like to visit them now.
Welcome!
Oh, okay, I guess
Thanks, friendo!
No. You're welcome. I wish I could dodge like that in real life. That'd be pretty epic. But I'm really looking forward to the PlayStation 5 when that eventually comes out. There's this one game that I've been waiting for a sequel to since PlayStation 3. It's one of my favorite games of all time. All my friends have heard about it because I always talk about it all the time and annoy them with it. But it's called Warhawk, and it's one of my absolute favorite games of all time. This poor robot, he's never going to get his parade done. Okay. You're going to go to the theme park. Let's see if there's any more missions there. This is the right one. Did I just go back in the circle? I hope not. Nope, right place. think the theme part is oh, okay, watching documentaries. Yeah, definitely. I've seen all kinds of documentaries. One series I've been watching is about this guy named Chris Chan. Have you ever heard about him before? Like he's like a fan of Sonic, but he's like a really, really big fan of Sonic, and his life is so interesting. And it's called Chris Chan: A Comprehensive History or something like that. That's the name of the documentary series on YouTube, and it's going on for it's been going on for 30 episodes. It's crazy. Yeah, definitely. I try to remember stuff like that, you know, when I'm in my day-to-day life. Every time I feel like complaining, I just remember that somewhere in the world, someone else is struggling a lot, you know, and I have like, if you live in a first world country, you have a lot to be grateful for, you know. But even some people in first world countries have it really rough, too. Yeah, definitely. I just wonder if there's any more quests here. I don't think there are, though. I think that's the one shame about this game. Like, I wish there was more stuff to do in the theme park. No, I haven't. I really, really haven't. I don't talk to my family overseas as much. I do sometimes, but like not too often. My family is kind of small, you know. I mean, it's big, but like when it comes to my blood relatives that I actually have like close to me, it's like really small. Just my mom and my sister. And my cousin, who also lives in America. Yeah, sure. Definitely. Put that down. Okay. There's supposed to be a train that appears here. Ah, right on time. Okay. Awesome. Okay, only 25 minutes long. Cool. I know I saw some documentaries on Michael Jackson. That guy lived a really complicated life. I really felt sorry for him sometimes. Really hard-working person. Then, you know, there's that other documentary that came out called Escaping Neverland or something like that. And I always wanted to see that. Because people were saying that it was not good. But I think I have to keep PG for the stream because YouTube's got those new rules. I didn't think that this would take me to the main station. That's pretty cool. There's some secrets to this theme park, you know, so I'm not sure how to find them out. I might have to look up some tutorials online. Maybe I can show them next time. But you know what, guys? I think I might end the stream right here. This probably feels like a good place to end it. I did say I was going to go on for about 15 minutes, so. But thank you guys so much for coming today. I really appreciate it. And I'm really sorry about like those technical difficulties from earlier, you know. Like I gotta probably go back and figure out what was going on there. Let's see. Let me try to get over here. But let me I just want to save the game. Alright. And thanks again for letting me know about that glitch with the PlayStation chat. I really appreciate it, guys. But I'll see you guys later.